All right, I'm trying to make sure that the web camera works, and I will talk very briefly about the conception of civil society in regards to revolutionary struggle, and the notion that civil society is something fundamentally different from politics or different from the economic class super or base or the class superstructure. Um, to do this, I'll just give a few examples. Let's talk about superstructure. The political, the social, in the form of media. One thing that you really should keep in mind is that all of these things are fundamentally informed by the direct politics of the capitalist system. And by that I mean it's direct, it's institutionalized through law. The period of, if there was a period of just general superstructure, that period has definitely passed. Um, just using two quick examples. Um, One is actually I'll just use the just a really simple example, and that's the media. The media is often, depending on the theorist, is portrayed as being part of civil society. Um, and of course, there's a facile argument which you can argue against, that it's informed by the capitalist system. It's merging. There's conglomerations, monopolies, et cetera, et cetera. Um, and that holds some weight, but isn't terribly convincing to someone who's set on the idea of civil society. Instead, one thing that you can point out is that all of our media, whether it's media monopoly laws, the ownership of the media, what content they can and cannot publish, what content they choose to or not publish, in fact, is heavily regulated. And it's regulated in such a way that that it serves the capitalist class. One can argue that the recent, in the sense of the last 40 years, consolidation of media into monopoly is directly linked to the doing away with monopoly laws, media laws, and in fact, then it's an economic, that is to say, a base merging of an industry that was directly intervened in by the superstructure, that is to say, politically. And so this argument isn't really convincing. This is just a test of my webcam, but this is just something I've been thinking of.